Hi Cancer, and welcome to your March 2022 monthly predictions reading. So lovely to have you here, Cancer. If this is the first time that you're joining me on this channel, this is a very new channel, and for the first month that I opened readings here, I didn't really know what I was going to do. I just experimented, put out some quality content, and let Spirit take the wheel. Now, I have actually received insight since then of what this monthly prediction is going to look like. We're going to look at a general prediction at the start of the month, and then halfway through the month, we're going to get a love prediction for you for the month ahead. So stay tuned for the middle of the month for your love prediction. Otherwise, you may have messages in the February readings for the start of March when it comes to love for you. So when it comes to Cancer's March Spirit, what is the main theme that Cancer can expect to experience in March? I want to say while I'm shuffling, because I got to get these cards well shuffled apparently, you are welcome to cross-watch if you're checking in on another Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising. That's absolutely fine. I just want you to know I'm a very honest tarot reader, so if you hear or see something that you didn't want to, you've been warned, okay? And this message is meant for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Risings, or other placements that have strong Cancer. So Spirit, what can Cancer expect? Thank you so much, finally. I want to take them both for you because I do think that there's an evolving situation here in March. And I have a feeling, Cancer, that what's happening for you is not yet set in stone. I think that this month could move quite rapidly depending on what direction you want to take. I see here that there are some unresolved issues in February that are going to persist into March. When I look at this healing card, we could be looking at a very physical issue with your health that is lingering into March. I see that a lot of the issue here is communication and information. I see that some of you are waiting for information or the chance to communicate in order to move forward with this healing issue. I want to say with this card being here, there's some sort of action, potentially initiative needs to be taken. I feel that for many of you, you're almost expecting somebody else to take that action towards you. It feels like there's the desire to heal, but at the same time, you're not overstepping that boundary. Like if somebody is meant to instigate it first, I don't see you pushing and trying to be the one to do that. I want to say with this healing energy here, I think that this is changeable. I think that communication, once it's open, could really help this issue move along. If it's a matter of like your health, I think that another opportunity needs to be explored when it comes to treatment or medication, because there's something here that you're yet to trial and it will improve your health. If this is an emotional issue, someone needs to express their feelings in order for the situation to heal. They need to get their feelings off their chest. I sense someone is holding back because they're angry and they don't want to talk out of anger. And it feels like this issue is persisting in March, potentially persisting with the assistance of other distractions as well. So I do think that information and communication will help this move along. It just depends who's taking initiative, who has the power to take action, and what you're willing to do to get the information that you need. Now we're going to get some more tarot after, but I want to talk about this oracle card before we clarify your messages. I want you to know, Cancer, with trust here, your situation in March is evolving, and I do think that it's about putting your faith, your trust in the right resources or in the right directions, because anybody who knows a Cancer knows that y'all are not someone to be taken for granted. You're a beautiful energy, and I see here with the Scorpio energy and the number 21, your path is going to become a lot clearer as the month progresses. If there's an issue, especially an emotional issue that you're feeling quite stuck on, you don't know what to do, I see that towards the end of the month, in fact, the 21st of March could be the date, but towards the end of the month, you're going to receive more clarity and you're going to feel more what's the word? You're going to feel more sure of what the road ahead is looking like. It feels like you're starting this month with a level of uncertainty, and this is impacting your emotions. It's impacting your ability to create because you're not sure what you should be creating and how serious your plans need to be. I see that there could be an issue here with seeing eye to eye with someone as well. We're going to get some tarot out to clarify, but main themes for you in March are healing and trust. And the thing about you is I see your trust coming through very strong, and I see your healing coming through very warped, only because with this healing, it's a matter of whoever has the power needs to take action and needs to instigate that sort of assertive opportunity to share information, especially if it's like a health issue that's out of your hands. I feel like you're waiting to get more information from a professional here, and there may be some delays, or you weren't expecting it to take this long. So let's get some tarot out here, please, because we're getting a lot of themes come out. There must be a lot of different Cancerians watching this. For Cancer Spirit, what can they expect in the month of March 2022? What can Cancer expect in the month of March 2022? We have the Moon coming out for you in the reverse position first. This is one of your cards, technically. The Moon is linked to Pisces as well, but nowadays, a lot of people link it to you, Cancer. So March 2022, what can Cancer expect, please, Spirit? March 2022, what can Cancer expect? They want to show me the morning now, so that's beautiful. We've got the Moon reverse, that confusion's waning. There's clarity as the sun rises, as the day begins. We start to feel more sure, feel more certain, and see where we're going. That's kind of really lovely. What else can you tell Cancer about March 2022, please, Spirit? What can they expect? We're also being shown the Four of Swords reversed. And I might clarify these cards straight away. Can we clarify the Moon, please, Spirit? For Cancer. Six of Pentacles coming out for you. Can we clarify the morning, please, Spirit? Oh, it's kind of getting all over the place. There we go. Can we please clarify the morning? Thank you. We have the Star in the reverse position. Can we please clarify that Four of Swords, Spirit? Oh, that just slipped right out. Look at you. We got two of your card suites. Cancer, we got the Chariot coming out, clarifying the Four of Swords as well. So at the back of our deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I'm not going to lie, I was picking up on delays. I was picking up that for you, something is delayed. You want to have this moment to heal an issue in your life, and it feels like it's been delayed. With the Wheel of Fortune reversed, I think that unfortunately it's what is meant to happen, because it's a sense of misdirection. You're facing something that you shouldn't be facing right now, in the sense of if it's not giving you any energy, it's because it shouldn't be your focus. And if it is building and causing frustration, then it's because it's something that is misfortunate right now, and maybe that's something we need to think about as well. Because what I'm picking up on for many of you is that you've got this confusion, you've got this energy of like wanting emotional resolution, and it feels like this involves at least two people. It's a give and take situation. You need some to give some, you give some to get some. It has to be balanced. I see that a main theme for you is giving to people who give to you. And if someone isn't giving you what you want from them, then even though you really want to give them something, you're not going to. It's almost a little bit stubborn, but it comes because you're trying to be careful here. It feels like you're confused about this situation. And for some of you, you're suppressing how emotionally connected to this you are, like how much it's bothering you emotionally. And you're just kind of trying to do the bare minimum. Whatever they give, you give back. You don't overextend. You don't try to overcompensate. You're trying to be very careful there. I see that you're also focused on getting your finances balanced in the month of March. It feels like you're trying to pay off debt, you're repaying repayments, you're clearing out, just reorganizing your accounts maybe to make things more balanced. People could be paying you back in March as well if they owe you. And I think that that is something that you are focusing on instead of the other emotional stuff as well. I want you to know that the next new moon is going to be significant for you. It feels like this new moon has more to do with your ability to gain clarity and peace in some way. It's not that the moon itself is causing this. I just think that it coincidentally happens at a time where you're able to feel a little bit more at peace with your situation and a little bit less frazzled by this confusing energy at the start of the month. The new moon is usually in the first week of the month. So I do think that within that first week of the month, Cancer, you're going to try to find a way to gain peace. You're going to try to find a way to get what you, at the bare minimum, need. But I still believe that you're not getting what you want. I still believe you're bottling something up and that it's causing some sort of emotional distress. Now, over here towards the middle of the month, I see you giving yourself this sense of purpose. And what it kind of feels like with the morning and the star is, I think healing is a big issue for you this month. But I want to say that you're just trying to live the month day to day. You're not trying to kind of expect too much. You're not trying to push too much. You're not trying to make the situation out to be a wonderful resolution moment in this month. You're just living the moment day to day. The star reverse tells me that something from your past is very obvious in your present, and it's almost triggering. It's showing you that there's parts of your journey that are still needing to be resolved and healed. There's parts of your past that are still causing you pain. And it feels like it could even be someone in your present that's reminding you of this and digging up those uncomfortable, heavy feelings. But I want to say with the morning here in the upright position, the main energy that I'm getting is that you're trying not to let any of that weigh you down. The morning is a very optimistic, go-getter energy of no matter what happened last night, I choose to treat this as a new day. And I don't know what tomorrow holds, but today is a fresh start, and that's how I'm going to see it. So you have this sort of optimistic day-by-day mentality by the middle of the month, and it could be that you're building yourself up to something that you've planned, maybe later in the year, or something that you're looking forward to, and you're just in this sort of grind mentality where you're just trying to get through those long days. But I do feel like this routine is helping you kind of get back on track and cope with some of the things that you're struggling to heal, especially some of the emotional issues that you're struggling to heal. When we move over here, Cancer, to the Chariot and the Four of Swords, I see that something that you've been thinking about doing for some time is now really at the forefront of your mind. You're going to end this month wanting to do something that you've been thinking about for a long time. You feel frustrated that it's taken so long, and you're going to feel like either you need to say something or somebody else does. I see with the Four of Swords reversed that you're trying to reanimate and gain back this momentum that feels like it was taken from you, either while you were healing or while you were confused, because you're refusing to stay in this state of waiting. I feel like you've tried patience at the start of the month. You tried to be balanced. You focused on your material world. You got your life in order. You focused on your routine. You did what you could to stay optimistic. By the end of the month, you're done. You need to move forward. You need answers, and you need to know what your next steps are. So I do see you being pushed to the point where this unfortunate situation is not going to last very long. It's going to push you to the point where you're like, you know what? It's time that I actually get out there and I grab my opportunities. I'm not waiting anymore for this to happen and for them to say something or for this to clear itself up. I need to go out there and figure out what else I can do and what my real options are. So that's an interesting message for the month of Cancer, for the month of March, Cancer. I want to get an advice card for you just to see if there's any other helpful information that you need to know. about the month of March for Cancer, please, Spirit? Is there any other helpful information you can offer them for the month of March, and maybe some advice? Any other helpful advice and information you can offer them? This is another newer deck of mine, so it's still getting used to my energy. For the month of March, please, Spirit, is there any other messages for Cancer? Wow. No, it's not supposed to be reversed, so let me put it in the upright position. The number 26, so I'm telling you that last 2 weeks of March, from the 21st onwards, completely different energy. 26, Al-Uza, star of Venus. So this energy for me is very sweet, and it feels almost precious, very feminine. And the thing about you, Cancer, is you have this nurturing energy, but you're also a cardinal sign. So I think that some people underestimate you because of that. They see you as a giver, but you're here to take as well. And with this card coming out as your final oracle card, it serves both as information and advice. The information it's saying is you're always going to be in your power for as long as you balance your feminine energy of nurturing and being patient with your masculine energy of asserting and being determined. You're not being called to give up in March, but you are being called to be patient, because I see that at the start of the month there are things that are really weighing on you emotionally, but it is not the time to address them. There are other more practical issues that need to be addressed, like your finances, like debts, like people borrowing money or repaying money to you, like you balancing out your time to make sure that you have enough room for everything that you need to do at the start of the month. I see that at the end of the month, that's where you are being called to remember what you deserve, and to remember that it takes two to tango, and someone has not been tangoing with you. So I feel like your message at the start of the month is, please don't do something hastily when it comes to your emotional state. Give yourself time to process this, and give the other party involved time to come to the table with advice, with information, and with some sort of action. And if they don't, then remind yourself that it is your responsibility to at least, have that boundary and say, I've given you time to do this and you haven't done anything. I deserve more. This is what I need, and this is what I'm doing for myself to get those needs, and it doesn't involve you. You don't have to cut that person out. I try not to be that specific, but it does feel like with the Chariot and the Four of Swords, enough is enough. I'm moving forward. I'm not afraid anymore. I want to do this because I know it's going to help me. I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but I can't just sit here and wait forever. And with the Star of Venus here, you're quite a precious commodity. You're someone who is growing, who is in demand. People are here wanting you in your best state, in your very, 100% performance state. So you can't afford to lose that because the situation is not working for you. I see that by the end of the month, you're going to find a way to make this situation work for you by either demanding the answers you need or by accepting that you're never going to get those answers from that source. So we're cutting it off and we're going in a different direction altogether. I see with Venus here, with this Al-Uza, star of Venus, it's very much about waiting initially and then stepping into your power. It feels like you're this, I'm feeling I'm just repeating information, but you've got this beautiful balance of feminine and masculine energy, and starting your month in your feminine energy will help you balance out your practical world without pushing too much towards these emotional issues, because I do think that you need to wait and you need to give time for this energy to reciprocate. And if it doesn't, then by all means, do what you need to move forward in the way that you want. But I think that there's other stuff happening for you at the start of March that is going to need your full attention anyway. So Cancer, I hope that was a helpful reading for you. I hope it wasn't too confusing. It might pay to come back throughout the month and check in to see where you're at. You may find that the messages resonate more as the month progresses. Remember that you have free will. This reading does not dictate your destiny. You do. Use it as a source of information, but by all means, don't let it play out as the one true version of events. Look after your beautiful self, Cancer, and be sure to check your other signs, your sun, moon, rising, Venus, etc., in case you have messages there. It's been a pleasure to read for you, and I shall see you in the mid-month love predictions readings. Bye!